nice.
Yeah,
That's
big,
really good.
Thick hands. Yeah. Marker.
We're rolling.
They always sound like George Lucas as well.
And we're
George
rolling.
is the key to all of this.
How you doing, lad?
I'm very, very well. That was great.
I'm placid as a mountain lake today. How are you doing?
I'm feeling funky fresh. Like Funky Kong. Video games.
Right. Nice.
We're back.
Good start. Yeah, we're back at the desk, which is where I think we recorded all our best episodes.
Yeah.
But also, it's where we recorded all our worst
All the
episodes.
worst
So,
Absolutely. So take your pick.
What's till the end to find out?
Throw on
There
the
you go.
dartboard to see
I'm
which
even
ones
doing
those are.
Yeah, I'm even doing the call to action, Calvin. Are you proud of me? Make sure you watch all the way to the end to see if this is shit.
I wonder if he did a randomized playlist of all the episodes, like how many are zingers and how many are stinkers.
It's hard. It's hard to tell, really. I think a lot of it's carried by certain members of the crew.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Depending how
But
long the
sometimes-
Calvin stories are, is depending on
That's
the quality of the
a
podcast.
significant factor in how, not because they're even bad stories, it's just because you take so fucking long to get them.
Yeah, I'm bad at storytelling.
If you know what, Calvin, though, if you just learn to like do punchlines,
I know,
you
I
could
just
like
can't.
salvage so much. But like, you love comedy and jokes. I cannot do it. I can't do it
I
either.
can't do it.
He's Calvin build up Thornborough.
Yeah,
That's me.
you just
All build up.
edges in
Edgelord.
and ruin it for us at the end. Oh, actually, speaking of,
Yeah.
have you had a wank over that book yet?
What book?
The book that you read.
Oh yeah, I finished it. No, yeah.
You were
So-
tasked. You had a very Calvin. He had a homework
Sorry.
task
Yeah.
to have a wank over the book. Did you have a wank?
You see,
over
the first
book?
half of that sentence was like, yes, no.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've had like,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had like 8 wanks since last week.
No, the fantasy books that Katie has me reading at the minute aren't full of really detailed writing. It's great. I'm really enjoying it, actually.
They're very simple. Yeah. Big letters. She's really breaking you in gently. So there was no shagging.
There is shagging in it.
So you could. What I'm hearing is you could have completed the task, the low poly task for the week, but you chose not to.
chose not to. You know what?
Surely,
Yeah, probably.
if you put your mind to it, you could have got
Have
one
you
out.
tried that
Yeah,
recently though, Calvin?
What?
Very different from when you're like, you're 15 and you're like, I've got to spare 5 minutes here. Let's see what I can cook up in the
Muster up.
imagination. And now being like, I've got like half a day.
Shit,
And
I've got half a chapter left. I'm not sure how
Yeah.
I can blast one out here.
My phone's the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I finished that fantasy book, Crowd of
But
Midnight.
crucially,
I didn't have a wank over it.
I think he needs to. How many are left in the series?
5.
Okay,
Plenty
so
of time.
In the next one, I'm serious about this. I was serious last time. I'm serious this time.
I
You
don't-
should
I don't
have.
think
You
I
should have
could.
2 wanks.
I
It's
don't
not
think-
about find out whether. Well, part of it's about challenging yourself, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like Calvin said, try and have a mind wank.
Mhm.
And see if you've still got that capability. But number 2, it's like it's funny, isn't it? It's content.
It's funny.
So
It's
you don't have to
good.
record it. You don't have
Yeah.
to record it. You
And
just have to
I
tell
could just lie.
it. You could just lie.
I could.
Think about that.
I'm too honest a soul.
You know what?
and I appreciate
Go and do
my
it.
me time a lot, and I don't want to tell fibs. I feel like there'll be a backlash in my soul if I tell you me time fibs.
Why?
Don't know.
You don't have to be like, oh, it was the best thing in the world. Or maybe that would be funnier. I don't know. Think on it.
Be like, listen,
You know what?
I can
know
only wank the literature now. It's only Josh. You fucking broke me with this low poly wanking task.
That's kind of hot, to be honest. I'm kind of into that.
Oh, yeah. Calvin, I think if you started telling the single girls I only wank the literature, I think you do really well.
I think so too.
I
I've had a
only
couple
wank
of-
to video games. Sorry.
It's such a male feminist move, isn't it? I only wank to Sarah J. Maas books.
I put on my bathrobe, put on my candles, and I read
Oh, it's just the
4 chapters to get me oiled up.
it's just the anticipation of it all. It's just that it just makes it so much more meaningful, doesn't it?
I gave up on porn a long time ago.
It's so exploitative. But I am sex positive, obviously.
Yeah. I like it when the woman's in control.
It's just such a funny line for you to write, hypothetically, Calvin, to be pro literature wank, anti porn,
Yeah.
pro sex work.
yeah.
They made it difficult for male feminists to lie to women nowadays, haven't they? To be honest, it's not just I think you're a human being. It's like you've got to have like all these knowledge
specific.
checks. You've got to
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
You've got to roll your arcana. So it'd be a deception, surely, as a male feminist. You know what I mean? It would be a deception. Anyway, it feels like it's again slightly charged.
A genuine prompt on my Hinge profile at the minute is I unwind by listening to Kate Bush in the bath.
That's not making
true.
me heart that. I'm not sending a rose to that one, pal.
It's true.
There's sometimes though where it's like you can be a bit too honest.
Because the real thing is,
because now they're thinking about you in the bath, which can be a good thing, but you might want to save that for a little bit later
further down the line.
Yeah,
maybe
Put in the bush and Kate Bush.
Yeah,
nah,
Yeah.
that ain't it. You can tell you've never had to use an app in your life.
Yeah.
No, you know how there's the one you can't be like, be interesting, going on adventures, that thing.
Yeah.
But like the boy equivalent, you can't be holding a fish,
No,
and you can't be like, I'm naked. So,
Didn't have to see mental.
they are. Yeah.
They are. It's been a long
as a
long
concept,
time.
because you chat to somebody explicitly with the purpose of like, we're going to see if we're going to be a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never thought about it like that.
Because
To
that's
be
the
honest,
whole point.
I think there's probably quite an important part that comes before the let's decide if we'll be a couple that I think is probably more primary. in a lot of
Josh, you're not
people.
reading enough Sarah J. Maas books. That's not what it's about.
It's all about the journey.
But, yeah, it's true.
not
I
about
should
this.
be more rude and gruff to women, shouldn't I? Right?
Where's your claws?
Where's my? I know I bite my nails too much. I'm too chronically frustrated to have long nails.
You could never be a book girly's dream with those nails.
Yeah,
It's good.
Add
No,
it to
the
the
Sarah J.
list.
Maas books are fucking good.
are they?
Did you wank to a video game?
Yeah,
Because we're a video game
I
podcast.
could.
Which one specifically?
All of them. I think if you give me enough time, I'll crack a code on anything. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like the
Konami
guy they
code?
call in on the. Shut up.
Down there.
Shut the fuck up.
direction you
Maybe in the morning. Maybe like. Yeah, like the session musician you bring in at the end to just put something else on a track. That's it. It's like, oh, something's missing from this. I think if you give me enough time, I could make some
Make it
magic
work.
happen with
Yeah,
most
yeah.
games. Yeah.
We've talked about it loads of times, but I do remember my first playthrough of Fahrenheit.
Did you have a off?
I don't think I had a wank. I think I was too.
You just watched it with lots of other boys.
Yeah, I brought it on my friends. Like, look, there's a ride in it. Is there any other ride in this? Is this the sex positive low poly episode?
I remember, what's that fucking, it was like something, it was a name of a game that was something like Larry David.
Oh,
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit
I
Larry.
remember reading about that in like a gaming magazine. Like,
You had a
like-
wank.
I know. I remember reading about that in a magazine. Right, I must have been like 8, 9, 10 or something like that, and I didn't have whatever console this thing had come out of, and I would never be able to get this game. But I remember being, and maybe I was like 10 or 11, but I remember being so like, oh my god, I can't believe this is like,
This is
oh my
real.
God,
Oh my God.
Well, it was a PC point and click adventure game for many years, and then there was one on the Xbox
Mm,
original.
PS2.
Magna Cum something.
Yeah, Louder. Yeah.
I borrowed that game.
Louder.
What was it like?
My friend's brother. I don't have a brother.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he wanked himself to death over Leisure Suit Larry and Magna Cum Laude. It's so funny. That's the name of the game, just because it's got cum in it. It's like so funny.
We've got it.
Like all the titles are puns, but you could tell by because I think there was about 14 Leisure Suit Larry games, and they just
Yeah,
went, "What
so
have we got
many.
now?" It's like he's at university. Cum. There we go. That'll do.
Leisure
You
Larry
could
come
see
together.
low polygonal boobies from what I remember. It reminded me a bit, in Fable, where you go and make friends or charm people. It was a lot of that. It was like you would just go do a mini game and then you would see some
A
boobies.
lot of mini games.
But I remember being very like with that and with GTA 3 because I knew I wasn't supposed to have them as a young person. I'd be like this all the time. You know what I mean? So maybe I couldn't get the full enjoyment of the game. But it was, I have to say, even as a tween, it was not very sexy.
Yeah, no, it's
That
more,
was not like,
it's
whoa.
more funny. It's
Okay.
supposed to be a comedy game.
right.
That's like the whole joke is just that Larry's trying to get the ride so horribly wrong, and it's the whole game is him trying to get the ride.
But he
It's
always
really
James Bonds
funny.
it at the end. He does get a
He
ride
does.
at the
He
end,
always-
but then
yeah.
she's dumped him or stolen all his money. Like there's something like resets him.
What's the name of the company that made the originals? It's Sierra. Yeah. So they're like OG point and click adventure. What's the space one that they fucking do?
Space Quest.
Space Quest. Yes. Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry and Space Quest are the fucking big ones. I've never played any of them, but
I just wanted to
sorry.
show you
What?
that.
Oh fuck.
He's just perpetuating prophecy.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Kelvin. I never played any. I sneaked into my uncle's room to play Magna Cum Laude. I used to
Is that what it is? Because Magna's like big, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
cum is cum.
and then louder. Is that what it's?
Magna cum laude is a phrase.
Is
in
a phrase.
in American.
But I never got the
education.
loud.
Yeah,
Maybe
louder.
that was
Yeah,
actually clever.
That's the joke.
I tell you what, though, if I named a raunchy sex game Magna Cum Laude, I would take the rest of the week off.
Oh, you're
I'd be
done.
like, beat that. What else am I going to do?
With great praise.
With great praise.
High
No, it
GPA.
does sound like
No,
Hinge days. Ha 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 ha.
But yeah, no, I think they were good. The Sierra games were.
Uncut.
Oh wow.
Oh, what? Yeah, I mean.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Oh, get the censor bar out. Dylan's going to have to edit this
I
one.
can't. No, I can't edit these. Yeah, this is.
Whoa! Hey,
I remember that
the
you
other
played that
thing-
mini game with a little sperm a lot.
I
remember
think
that.
is
Larry.
right. The legend of his uncle. So it's not
Can
actually
you, by the way,
Larry.
put this on the screen, Calvin? You just have it on us reacting the entire time.
No, I did have it on camera.
Okay, cool.
So like, at least it's not, because I think Larry, the original one, is probably about 45 at this point. So at least it's not problematic in that respect. It's just, you know,
they made
American Pie. style hygiene.
Mostly positive reviews.
726 players thought, I'm good. Can we read some of these reviews? Peak gameplay. Talked with a woman, farted too many times and got ignored by her. It's just like real life. It's just like real life, to be fair.
My favorite Larry game.
Hell yeah.
I want to see
Okay.
how many hours these guys have.
8.5 hours.
8.5,
Wow.
16 hours.
32 hours. Fair play.
Holy shit. That guy's
The
defo.
mini games are repetitive. Yeah, for 32 hours. Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, go up. I want to read his review.
I love Steam reviews.
The mini games are repetitive and not fun at all, but the writing is pretty funny sometimes. Other times, it's kind of offensive, but still pretty funny during those times. So it's not making fun
I
of
went
him, is what
during
we're
game
getting
reviews.
this. If you're not uptight, and if you find all the secret tokens and find all the secret vendors, you can unlock nude modes for all the mini games, and eventually a full nude mode for everything, for all the main women in the game. And from something like this, what else do you really want? Sadly, you can't get it on Steam anymore, but it's still available on GOG.com for cheap. It's like,
Okay, I have,
it's just in case you were really desperate to play the last Leisure Suit Larry game. Instant classic. Can't play the game.
Can't play
Does not work.
Let's just go through all of them.
45 hours on record, by the way.
this is a very specific
No, I'm
crossover,
not.
right? Yeah, right, we're done.
Okay, cool.
I love these stories, but like, what the fuck? Of all, I know on Steam sometimes you get like rewards for posting a review of a game.
Yeah.
But choosing to write about Leisure Suit Larry.
Actually, they don't have the full note. They don't have the full nude. That's the character
Does it sound
they
like you
can't
were
speak.
doing like a livestock auction?
Oh. Well, wasn't that a trip
I'm
down memory
glad
lane?
we cleared all that up, eh? What else you want to talk about, you little wanker?
Have you been playing anything? I partially bought you Space Marine 2 yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed partially, actually. I didn't want to say anything, but I was like,
Do you know? Because I was gonna buy you fully Space Marine 2, and then there was something in my head.
£25. Great. £32. Bit rich for my
No, but honestly,
I don't like him that much.
in my head, I was like, if I buy this game and he doesn't play it, I'll be really annoyed, and that's my problem. But if I partially buy it, then it's fucking free game.
Yeah, honestly, smart by you.
Yeah.
Well played. Yeah, well played, actually. Because I was in the gym going, oh, Dylan's got me 25 quid gift card. And I was like, how funny would it be to buy literally anything else right now? But I was too tired. So I thought, you know,
I bought
he's-
Expedition
he's-
33.
He's like, yeah. I bought all the games, you know. I bought Final Fantasy 16 and Expedition 33. And I'm not going to play anything with you until I finish both of them. Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely lovely. I was really surprised. I was like, fucking hell. You see the bats fly out of his wallet as he opens. I'm just joking. It was very, very nice. And I realized there was a gravity, Calvin, to him doing that, because I was like, he's not fucking talked about anything but space. Like, he actually, he has Warhammer as a hobby now.
Yeah.
So if I don't play this game, he's going to be like that's like a betrayal. Do you know what I mean?
I felt that way because I'm like, Josh, there's this multiplayer game that and I physically can't play the rest of this game that I've enjoyed more than any other game unless I have people to play it with. Can you please buy it?
No.
Why?
I don't want to.
Why? It only reminds me of like 360 Xbox games, like, you know, it's like Gears of War. Some of that I would really, really, really love. I clearly would enjoy this so much. Well, it's on sale right now.
Nah. I'm good.
He's done it so many times that I've had to give the cunt £25. And again, if I bought him the full thing, because I think if I bought you the full game, out of spite, you wouldn't even install it.
Oh yeah, we'll get around to it sometime.
We still haven't played it, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, honestly, I was like, there's so many games you could buy off my wish list. So many shitty indie games. I think genuinely you could buy like 20 games off my wish list with the £25. Yeah. So good on you for guilting me into it, and smart, because honestly, the urge to do the opposite of what he wanted was so strong. It's like the ultimate, you would really like this show sort of thing. It's like they've given me the DVDs and a DVD player, and they've gone, there you go. And they've lent me the TV for a while, and I've gone,
Here's £10 on your lucky card.
Yeah. I've gone, but it'd be a bit of a hassle to set up, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? I'm like,
really?
But I've installed it now. I've installed it. I'm ready to go whenever you want. But obviously you're a bit busy, so it might be a couple of weeks.
It's really good. I know I've talked about Space Marine 2 a million times, but it's like the only game I've fucking played for a long time. I was playing it all yesterday, and like Josh will come online at some point. I'll play some Space Marine 2.
I was so busy yesterday. As well. What's it called? I'm quite nervous if I don't like it.
And I'm
not good at pretending. I'm not good at pretending. Like, even when someone buys me a gift I like, I struggle to be like, oh my God, thank you so much. So if it's bad,
well, you can just tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
Refund, but I'm keeping the £25 gift card. Thank you. What's it called? No,
I wouldn't be annoyed if you didn't like it. I'm annoyed that you refused to try it. I think that's what's been annoying me.
Because it's like 60 quid, man. I ain't got the Dylan Lynch books to be buying games.
It goes on sale like every month for like half the price.
There's so many shitty indie games for £5 or less that I could play for 20 minutes and then never touch again. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that reminds me actually. We were talking about cowboy games yesterday.
We were talking about,
and I was like, very conveniently, Calvin, I was like, I've not really got anything to play, and I'm a bit poor this month, so I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to there will be enough games to keep me busy for like a couple of months here. Yeah. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's just bite the bullet, just bite the lasso, bite the horse balls, and download Red Dead Redemption 2. So I did it, and I was in work, and obviously it took like an entire work day. I just saw that it was seeing the bar go slowly up.
If you have to complete Red Dead 2 before you play Space Marine 2, I'll be very upset.
And I loaded into it, right, and I started playing it, and I'm trotting through the snow, and I got, no joke, about 10 minutes into it, and I went, so boring. But I went, you know what? I've just finished like a day at work. It's like 30 degrees in England because, you know, climate change and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll come back to it another day. I'll come back to it. It'll be fine. And then I was in the gym on Saturday yesterday, absolutely sweating my tits off. And I saw like, you've received a gift. And I was like, who the fuck's bought me a gift? Like, who, what? Who the fuck has bought me a gift? What do they want? And it was still going, please buy Space Marine 2. I went, oh, thank God for that. I just bought a Space Marine, came home immediately and uninstalled Red Dead. Maybe next year, Rockstar.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
I put like, was it earlier this year? Must have been earlier this year. I put like 10 hours into it.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, the snow, the opening with the snow is the most boring shit. And I knew it was like, right, this does get better, so I'm told. And it does, but it's because it's Cowboy Simulator, but almost like not really. And it
just seemed like too much fun. Like, you know what I mean? Too much fun.
Yeah, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fun. It's, if you like Rockstar, you're like, yeah, this is the best game ever. But I'm
ambivalent.
The only Rockstar game I've ever beat is GTA 4.
Okay. Ooh, girl.
Ooh, no.
So yeah, that's it. You saved me from playing Red Dead.
Hell yeah.
I'm really glad you did, because I'd hate to have come on here and gone, yeah, it's pretty good actually. So now I can just be like, sucks.
Still
tried
sucks.
It twice.
Still fucking
like
sucks.
Yes, I have played it for twice for a combined total of 60 minutes.
I did enjoy the time I put into it, but it's one of those games, and there's a couple of games like this where you enjoy it in the moment,
Yeah.
but the idea of putting it up seems like hell on earth.
Witcher 3.
Ooh, hot take.
Oh no, it's not. It's a great game. It was a fantastic game. We'll never play it again. And I've forgotten most of it. I'm not ready to be like, how's that silver for 77 hours or something again.
Winds howling.
And it's a great game. I would recommend it to anyone. It's just
game.
like for anyone who can play that game twice is sus for me. That's like a bit of a red flag. I'm not going to lie.
Hardcore. And Katie's played it twice.
Red flag.
Sounds like a Sarah J. Maas reader to me.
Oh,
There's a lot.
He gets on the ride.
Yeah,
To be fair,
there's a lot of.
Actually,
Have you had a wank in The Witcher? That could be a good wanking game.
You know what though? You probably could have a wank over. He's got 2 dicks. One for humans and one for monsters.
Oh yeah, and Calvin, and the joke is in The Witcher you have 2 swords, one for humans and one.
An
for
iron
monsters.
one for humans and a silver one for monsters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You have 2 dicks. Yeah.
So you have 2 dicks, one for boys, one for girls.
Yeah.
The bisexual.
I'll stick to humans and monsters. You can do boys and girls. Oh, it's so fucking weird speaking with no head when they
Yeah, it's gross, isn't it?
Very strange.
Galvin, how's my hair look?
Fluffy.
Hell yeah.
Cut.
Marker.
Anyway, I think The Witcher would be one of the. I'm not going to keep talking about wanking actually, so
Yeah,
I'm just going to move on. I watched the trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I realized I actually wrote like a half a notes page on this before I realized. So like the 7th Resident Evil game, Calvin, was called Biohazard, and they put a 7 instead of a Z. So it's Resident Evil Biohazard 7. Yeah.
It's part.
And I was like, oh, it
part
makes
of the
sense.
Z. It's clever.
It makes sense. And
in Resident Evil, that you can make it with Roman. Like you can.
So that's what
it was really clever.
So there's Resident Evil Requiem, which is Resident Evil 9. So Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah.
Reninium. And I was like, oh, Resident Evil Village. And I was writing a thing. It was very stand up actually of me. I was like, what the hell? There's no 8 in Resident Evil Village. And I was like, oh, maybe the 8 can be Lady What's Her Name's boobies on the side. And I was like, haha, what a funny joke.
That's a funny joke.
But then I realized that actually...
Oh, Roman numerals.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Roman numerals.
And then I realized actually Resident Evil Village is Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, well, that joke's ruined now. So anyway, but I watched the trailer for Resident Evil 9. It looks really fun.
Yeah, it does look fun.
Leon is a million% in that game.
Yeah,
they didn't show anything of Leon. But he's a million. And they basically just went, we had to make the protagonist a giant coward because everyone in Resident Evil who already exists is actually too cool and hard right now to be scared by like a zombie.
Because they even did that with. Did you play 7 and 8?
Yeah.
7, great. 8, not great.
I didn't play much of 8. I think I played like an hour of 8.
I enjoyed 8 for which Resident Evil is probably in my like top 5. Oh fuck! Oh,
I did the wrong thing.
I didn't get any of that, Calvin. So do that again in like 10 minutes.
No. Sorry everyone.
Please.
Press the wrong button.
Do it again in 10 minutes.
Asshole. Got jump scared.
Play the electroshock button.
Yeah.
Just occasionally.
Every time Dylan talks about fighting games again, just looking.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah. But yeah, just Dylan's review: Resident Evil 8 Village. Haha, Resident Evil's really good. Resident Evil 8's fine.
Okay.
I really hated
He's done
the
it
ending.
again. More evidence, Calvin, that when he says something that's fine, it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I said I was gonna be
enjoyed
late
it up until
earlier.
the point the start and the opening is too strong with the tall 8-foot tall vampire lady that everyone has wanks over.
The sexy vampire. I know the sexy
vampire.
vampire.
You could defo have a wank over her,
zombie
Calvin.
woman.
That was not even a question.
And she has like 3 like goth daughters that like chase you around and slice you. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so good and it's so awesome. And then
Chill, hang on.
Everything
Nexus mods right now.
I
boo.
can't edit any of this, by the way, so
Okay.
please don't. Don't put on porn on the
Boo.
podcast, please.
Boo.
But
Lady, just Calvin, just type late. Oh my god. Well, it worked, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know her.
I know her.
You know her.
I'm well
Lady
familiar with her.
Demetriska. The tall
Demetra,
Romanian
yeah.
woman. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit is fucking class.
Yeah.
And then everything after that is nowhere near as good.
Is she better or worse than Jack Baker at the start of 7?
No, Jack Baker's fucking sick.
Yeah, he's better.
Yeah,
isn't he?
when-
He's
when the
way
Ba-
scarier.
The Bakers are, yeah, she's not scary
No,
because you're wanking the entire time that she's chasing you.
you're scare-roused more than anything.
Fucking playing the whole first third of that game one-handed is fucking a tricky dicky situation. But yeah, everything afterwards fucking shite, and the ending's really bad. But it's one of those games that I did finish steaming.
Oh, really?
And I remember half remembering being like, was that terrible? And being annoyed at how bad the end was, but I was like drunk. And I was like, I have no interest ever going back in this. People like it.
Drinking in your house. Call that resident steamo. That's just for you, Colin. People, I actually have no. The big thing is that nobody speaks really about the story of 7, 8, or in fact any of them. Really.
Ethan,
They only
the
talk
character
about
Ethan is an absolute blanket as well too. So
I quite like Ethan. There's not for any character reasons, purely because they fuck him up because he's a new character.
yeah,
He's allowed to get fucked up in a way that Chris, Jill, Leon,
yeah.
the ones from Revelations would never be. Sheva would never be allowed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and because what you said is like having a main character that's what do you call her? Useless, terrible,
Scared.
Scared.
Yeah, sure.
Scared.
What's that bitch called?
Yeah. But yeah, that's what Ethan is in 7.
Yeah.
And then I think they give him in 8 like a whole backstory of why he's a super cool guy.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
I thought he was
yeah,
just a guy.
There's a giant twist in 8
That he's not a guy.
that he's not just a guy.
Is he a
won't say
clone of
anymore.
Chris?
Oh, that would be better.
Oh,
but
it's actually not.
No, it is not that. It's.
crazy.
I think it is so lame.
What is
It's such a lame thing. Spoilers for Resident Evil 8 came out 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The whole twist about Ethan as a character, because you know how in Resident Evil 7 you can heal yourself by like dumping
antiseptic
on your fucking wrist, and he gets his hand chopped off.
Yeah.
And he can magically attach
staples it back on, sort of.
And everyone going, yeah, it's a fucking video game. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Well, in the end of Resident Evil 8,
Yeah.
the twist is in that first scene where you get hit by Jack from like a shovel.
Yeah.
That actually kills Ethan,
Right.
and they bring him back with the virus
Oh.
that the Bakers had.
Right.
So the whole time he's like this super guy,
Right.
and then because he keeps getting like there's a bit in 8 where I think they like slice down his whole
his hand,
and he's got like a weird like elite alien hand for a while.
Like the darkness sort of.
Yeah, and then he literally just like brings it back together. And again, everyone goes, "It's a fucking Japanese video game. Who gives a fuck?" And then they try to explain it, and I think it's the lamest.
Yeah.
You can see a million people on the internet going, whereas I was like, oh, fucking
That's
shit, man.
kind of lame,
Fuck
to
this.
be honest. I mean, he's not like a great character anyway, is he?
Yeah, so they're adding cool to the lamest character, and he was better as a lamo.
It's crazy. What's it called? I think they're going to give Leon a reason to still look like 25.
Yeah.
Because of the Plagas. That's my only prediction for that. And he will be in it, and he will be insanely strong.
Oh, but like a hot older Leon.
But not really. He'll be gruff, like in your Sarah J. Maas books.
Yeah.
But he will still look quite youthful because he's everyone's boy. No one wants to see old Leon. Do you know what I mean?
Like, you know, in the start of Resident Evil games where you have to pick which character you're in, you have to pick which man romances you. Just like the Sarah J. Maas books.
Exactly.
Chris Renfield and Leon S. Kennedy.
I think there could be.
I'll let them see my star.
Do you remember that meme of Chris Redfield
Stars
being
is the
desperate?
name of the group in
Stars.
Resident Evil.
Stars.
It's also the name of an asshole.
Stars. That
what
meme,
Nemesis says in
that
Resident
name
Evil 3.
from Resi 4, where Chris was desperate for Leon and Jill to get together, and he was really pissed off about Ashley.
Wait, what? What's that from?
I'm not getting into it. There was just like a meme that people were
Right,
making up that
okay.
Chris Redfield was like so desperate for Leon and Jill to like breed so they could fight the T virus better because they were just insane. And he was really pissed off that Ashley fancied him, basically. But you don't.
That's a funny twist. Not twist. Not a twist. A child tries to have sex with Leon at the end of Resident Evil 4, and he goes, "Not today,
not 18?
honey." Is she 18?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're talking semantics here now,
it's Japan.
Josh.
Oh, maybe in Spain.
Abu Nai.
Calvin, you know the age of consent in all European countries. Yeah, that twisting.
Like 14 in
Calvin,
fucking Yugoslavia or
Calvin. That was an opportunity to. That was you saying Kate Bush in the bath. That was a TMI. You didn't need to volunteer that you had some awareness of that concept.
Did you see, just what we were talking on The Witcher 3, a lot of the ex-developers of that who left CD Projekt Red are making essentially their own Witcher.
With vampires?
With
Yes,
blackjack
I
and
have.
hookers.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck's it called? Calvin, look up Witcher game vampire.
That's just going to be Blood and Wine.
No, but there's a new one. The Blood of Dawn Walker. See? Fucking worked.
Damn. It does look good.
It does look good. It just looks like Witcher 3, but you play a vampire, which is fun.
I like
a vampire. I haven't played enough vampire games. Vampire the Masquerade, that's a vampire game.
It is.
Have you played it?
I've played it twice.
Twice?
Yeah, it's starts great
Okay.
and then fucking falls off a cliff because they ran out of time and money.
How do you say that?
Carpathians.
Carpathians? Where's that?
Central Europe.
Thanks. Age of consent is...
What, sorry? Calvin?
14.
Yeah. I mean, this is a cinematic trailer, but it's...
so it tells us nothing.
it
I'll
tells us
believe
nothing.
it when I see it.
Yeah.
I'll believe it. When I see
They
it.
did show off some gameplay, and it is basically, instead of Witcher magic, you have vampire magic.
Yes, I do remember hearing that.
And it looks pretty cool. I'm sure it'll be great.
I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like for sure. I think Rebel...
Vampires are supposed to be sexy, aren't they?
Yes. That's the whole
deliberately.
thing.
That's their whole
Although
thing.
I've still not seen Nosferatu, so I don't know.
I haven't seen
about
that
that
either.
one.
I thought, is that supposed to be a sexy one?
I think there was some discourse
Was that
around Count Orlok being quite surprisingly sexy. He's like the Nosferatu style. Vampire the Masquerade's a really fun game for the first 3/4 of it, and then you realise that if you have not spec'd into any kind of combat ability, you cannot beat the game. You literally cannot do enough damage to do it.
Is that kind of like you played Deus Ex?
Yes.
It's
not as
not Human Revolution. Is that the one
Yeah.
I'm thinking of? Yeah.
Oh, the first one. The
First
first one you don't need to.
Yeah. Well, they did. So they re-released it because when you got to the boss fights of it is Human Revolution. I'm thinking of yes.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Yeah. So in the initial release of Deus Ex Human Revolution, if you did all your specs into stealth, and you're like, yeah, I'm
You
going
were
to play
just
this
fucked.
stealth game
Yeah.
stealthily. You get to the first boss fight, and you have to fight him like you've spec'd out everything into fucking ammo, and it sucks. And they re-released it. There's literally a second disc that you could get for the 360 that there was like, sorry, yeah, it was before they could just patch shit out.
Yeah, I'm sure that
They did like a direct. They did like a director's cut. No,
I remember the
'cause-
disc, but I don't know why they couldn't just patch it. I feel like that would have been very simple to do. Maybe it's too
Probably.
big.
Maybe it's too big. Yeah, because they patched in basically stealthy ways to kill all the bosses, which makes way more
Yes,
sense.
it was way better.
I
And
did-
meanwhile,
I
in the
enjoyed
first
that game.
Deus Ex,
I enjoyed that.
you can set trip mines and kill the first boss in a cutscene. So much better.
Much better game.
Much better
Much
game.
better game.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Honestly, if someone ever said to me that any of the other Deus Ex games were better than the first one, that's an immediate like.
All the modern ones are made by French people.
Need I say more? Are they Ubi games?
Yep.
Ubi. Well, we know how badly that ended. So
I think
Say
with
more.
Ubisoft. I think so. Who cares?
I don't care.
Anyway,
It was Eidos. Anyway. Eidos Montreal.
That's it. That's
There
it.
we go.
It's close enough. French Canadian.
What else you doing apart from desperately waiting for me to
I've played
play
Space Marine
Marine 2 with
2.
you?
Have I played it? I've got. See, Katie's now banned me from buying any more games because I keep buying more games, and she keeps seeing the library amass, and because she sees it because she goes on because she's been playing Fields of Mystria, which is basically fantasy. Sarah J. Maas, Stardew Valley, which is already quite massive.
Do they seduce you?
Ooh, I've only seen like the sexy avatars. Can you look up Field of Mystria? There's a blacksmith. Look up blacksmith. He's fucking hot.
Is it?
Field of Mystery. Sorry, that's my
your
fucking
stupid
stupid
Oh, I
voice.
see the blacksmith, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think I see the
Yeah.
blacksmith. Yeah.
Yeah, every so often I just look over at her fucking my Steam Deck that she's basically commandeered. Can you look up blacksmith, please, Calvin?
Oh, sorry.
So I was thinking that a good twist for the dating sim would be where you play a male or female who or non-binary person. Oh, okay.
He's like a twink. He's like a twink blacksmith, but he's like
Oh,
we'll
I'm
say,
looking
and
at
he's
the wrong one.
I was looking
No,
at the other guy.
no,
The other
it's not
guy's
him.
way hotter.
it's him.
That guy.
Yeah,
That guy sucks. That guy looks like he cannot fight with a sword, and therefore he is useless in my party.
yeah. But could you imagine his
That's-
claws on your back?
That's who I seduce in every RPG, Calvin. I seduce the best the best damage dealer of my party. The most useful one. Couldn't do it. So it's Garrus in Mass Effect every single time.
Absolutely. But yeah, so she's banned me from playing any other games, so I have to like go through my library and be like, right, what did I buy 7 months ago that I didn't even fucking touch? I'm gonna start Lies of P this week. That's gonna be a thing.
I think that would be good.
That will be good. They brought out the DLC of it just recently. That's supposed to be very good. I still need to finish. I am gonna finish Expedition 33. I am gonna do it
Should we bet Calvin?
because it's
Oh, this the game that you bought that was shit.
not shit. It's not
The
shit.
one that we loopholed
said-
our way out of in about 2 seconds, and then he got really mad about it.
It's not shit.
He got mad that we made fun of his favorite game ever.
And was this the one you said this looks really, really good?
Yeah.
And it's not.
No, it is really.
No, there's something wrong with Dylan, Calvin.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh.
Because I should be completely obsessed with it because it's got all the elements that I really enjoy. It's got the RPG, like Super Paper Mario type timing thing. I love that in RPGs. I think that's much better. It's got good music, but it's made by the French.
And that's just that's one step too far.
It's the story is really interesting, and I mean not the story of the game. I mean the story of the people that make the game, because it's all people that have never made a game before.
How hard can it be?
Oh, care if they can fucking do
These
it.
fuckers do it.
Yeah.
A bunch of Frenchies.
But
can-
like it's
God.
like all the people that they've got, like the person that wrote the story, they basically just like was applied to be a voice actor off a Reddit post, and then they just like had crack, and she's never wrote a story before.
Yeah.
she's wrote the whole thing.
Crazy.
Like the main programmer's not worked in video games before. Like everyone on the team just was like, yeah, surely we can just fucking do this, and it's done so well, and it is very good. It is very good. But it's one of those games that while
you
you're
sound like
playing
you've been
it is good.
cancelled. You sound like you've been cancelled. That's what it is.
We're not
I'd
liking
like
Expedition
you've given the
33.
YouTuber apology for not liking Expedition 33.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Wouldn't it be
I'm not
Expedition
young.
67?
Why?
Because it counts down from 100.
Yeah, and it's had 67 years.
Yeah, so there's been 67 expeditions then.
Yeah, but it's relative to the
Calvin,
number.
I think we found an
That's it.
irredeemable plot hole.
Were you saying the story writer has never written a story before? Checks out.
Gee, I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Claire Obscure, Expedition 67, shit game. Dylan Lynch. Why couldn't they even get the title wrong?
It is.
This is why we shouldn't let certain people write
It
things.
is good.
Because
It
they're
is. It is good.
Why don't you finish that before playing something?
But I really want to play anything else. Because I
It's
also
such a good game. I just.
But why is that?
it's just
Can you break up with
is it
Claire for me?
difficult?
Can you break up with Claire Obscure? Because it sounds like that's what you're trying to do.
No,
You know,
no,
like we've all
gonna-
met Claire Obscure. He's gone on Hinge. He's met someone called Claire, and we've all gone. Claire's great. You know,
Yeah.
she's lovely. And
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
It's a
she's
great
great. She's yeah. It's like such good. Like you'd really be compatible. You have a good future together. You know what I mean? I
On
know
paper, everything's there.
yeah, exactly. House.
it's her first time.
Kids. She's really never had a partner before. That's crazy. She's got such a strong self-identity. She really knows who she is. She knows what she likes, and that's great.
French.
That's fine. I mean, like it's not that bad. Like,
No,
you know,
no.
seems like it seems like a lot of people would be very lucky to.
I haven't given up on Claire yet. Still
But
giving
your
Claire a
eyes
chance.
your eyes being turned
Maybe you should.
by what's it called? What were you going to play instead?
Liza P.
And who's Eliza?
Eliza's there. Dylan and Eliza had a thing. It only lasted a couple of weeks. She just popped up to him the other day, and now he's thinking, there was something there.
I did buy
Lies of P, not lies.
Liza P. Lies of P.
Lies of P.
Liza P. Oh, that's funny.
Go on. So, can you break up with Claire for us? Because Dylan. You can't be doing two at once.
No.
One at a time. So you got to say to one of them,
Eliza or Claire.
I did actually buy Alan Wake 2 as well.
Alan.
Good for you.
Very modern. He's in a love quadrangle.
With Claire, Eliza.
I'll be honest, Eliza looks a bit French and all, to be honest.
I think it is. It's quite, It's Pinocchio. He's Italian.
Oh.
Eliza, sorry, is Italian. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a...
So you're trying to choose between a French person, an Italian, and an American. Ugh.
Well,
your family's already disappointed enough with you for being with an English boy.
I know. Rough.
So go on, break up with Claire.
I'm not going to break up with Claire.
So you're going to double tap, you're going to 2-time.
You're going to marry her? Because those are your options.
Yeah, you either have to stick with Claire until see it through, or you break up with her right now and see Eliza. And if we find out that you've been going round the back, we will be disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, I also have the eternal side chick of Space Marine 2.
Yeah, that's different.
Titus.
Ooh, fucking Titus is right.
No. Codex Astartes does not support his
Warhammer jokes.
Go on.
I love them.
Stop trying to dodge it.
No,
say it to Claire. She's
I'm
lovely.
not breaking up with Claire. I'm going to play Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
So you're going to do that first?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm in that spot of the 10-hour region,
right?
Where that is, I'm looking at the edge. I'm like, I could just fucking jump.
So instead of breaking up with her, he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Interesting tactic. It's a bold strategy.
Yeah. Cards way out. I'm fucking ready. It's French. But fucking, I'm going to play it because I know it's good. And I have at moments enjoyed it.
At moments?
Yeah.
Poor Claire, man. She's like...
This poor woman.
No, it's great. And everyone tells me it's fucking one of the best games ever made.
You sound like a real fuckboy at the moment.
No. No.
Do you talk to each other? Do you feel like you're open with Claire? About your wants and needs?
Desires.
No, I turn to Claire in my times of need when I've got nothing else.
Bloody hell.
Do you think Claire... do you think she knows that you do that?
Yeah, no, she's oblivious.
Does she resent you for it?
Well, she's got nothing to compare against, so she just thinks that's a normal relationship.
Claire has enough fucking people glazing her. She doesn't need me.
So you're jealous of Claire?
No.
Are you jealous of all the praise Claire
No.
gets? Is that why you don't like her?
But Claire thinks she's in a happy relationship.
Yeah.
No, Claire has nothing. Claire doesn't need me.
She might not need you, but she thinks she's in a happy relationship.
What if she
You'll
wants
break that poor girl.
Stop personifying Claire Obscure.
You're going
Expedition
to
33.
break that poor girl's heart. Her first love.
Oh, you deflowered her.
Oh, Calvin.
Calvin.
You've really
Your age of consent is now 33.
You've been a bit mucky today. So I don't
We
remember
started
that
off
game
talking
with
about
cum in
Larry's.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
Sorry, I'm just horned up.
You can't edit that.
Guess that's staying in. Great.
How long we done, Calvin? I'd love to end on that
43.
You got anything else on the brain?
No.
You just want to leave it at Calvin being horned up?
Pretty much.
Listen, all I'll say is that I'm sure Liz is a great person.
Lies of P, yes.
But you've had your time. And maybe there's a reason it didn't work out then.
Yeah.
What, Liza? No, I haven't played Liza P at all.
Oh, so it was just meaningful looks.
Yeah, new flame.
Never just chatting to each other.
Yeah,
Never got past the talking phase.
Yeah, no, I paid for her, but then never fucking did anything else.
Okay. We get a lot of info on
No, this is...
your...
I'm not using any metaphors. I'm giving you the solid facts that I've bought Claire, Expedition 33, Claire Obscure. I've played 10 to 11 hours, enjoyed some of them. And I know there's more. I feel like in the second act, it'll really It really grabbed me by the balls.
But is that not when people think like, oh, we should get married? That'll fix us.
No, what about Act 3? What if it fucking
That's a
falls?
baby.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
true.
But Liza P, again, everyone says Liza P is great as well. I played the demo.
What do you think?
Didn't really like that either.
What do you think? You've never broken up with anyone in your life, have you? No. I can tell. The weasel words that he's using. That's fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe one of us will just die. And then I would have to have an awkward conversation with anyone.
It's quite accurate.
Yeah.
actually.
I thought that,
It's
yeah.
quite accurate.
I've never been broken up with, surprisingly.
Oh, big bollocks,
Oh,
Calvin.
yeah,
Heartbreaker,
No, because
Calvin.
I think I go,
Have you
oh,
not?
something's not right here. End it.
Have you not? Have you seriously never been broken up with?
Not year 8.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I've been broken up with, and you've been broken up with.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I don't like that, Calvin.
No, because I spot trouble
Whoa.
early and I sabotage it.
I wonder how many girls have written novels because of you.
I can think of 2 songs.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay. I date
Okay.
talented people who can write about how much of a shit I am.
And I was a shit.
Yeah, shut up.
Damn.
So you're going to play Space Marine 2 with me.
Maybe.
Baby.
I
hope
don't
you
know.
do.
I've been like, I'll see what happens with Claire. To be honest, I hear great things. She seems wonderful.
Don't take Claire off me. I don't know.
I see. I don't want to be with her, but I also don't want anyone else.
Oh, that sounds
It's
like an
getting
abuser.
back to the male feminist moves there. Listen, I respect her as a person, but not enough of a person to exist outside of my life. You see,
I
so
respect her as a video game.
you should
I do
definitely
respect.
follow your dreams.
I respect the graft of Claire Obscure.
Right,
It's a good game.
right.
It's because that's what everyone says,
Mm.
and I'm sure I'm going to see it soon. I didn't like the first 10 hours of Final Fantasy 7.
You didn't like Final Fantasy 7 before you
You
played
don't like
Final Fantasy?
RPGs. I think that's
No,
it.
I'm
Or was that
16.
You didn't play through more than 10 hours of Persona 5. You had to play Persona 4 twice, and you're what, like 25 hours into that?
No, I'm 25 hours into
I think Dylan
Persona
has-
5,
I
and
think-
I'm 64 hours into Persona 4.
I think
I should
Dylan
really go back to
has-
Persona 4, actually. Fuck. That's
So all those high school girls that he was fucking chatting to.
Yeah, they've announced the remake of it, and I went, fucking yeah.
Dylan pulled up. Dylan used to hang out in like the Mackey's car park, you see, and used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
chat to the.
In his Peugeot 106.
Yeah.
Speaking Japanese still, the fucking.
Exactly. Yeah, I just don't think you like RPGs. I think you should just quit while you're ahead.
I feel like my personality needs me to like RPGs, but I do. I
That
think-
is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in your life.
What do you mean?
Who's expecting you to like
Me.
RPGs? Why do you need to impress? You're not impressing me.
no, I don't want to impress you.
I'm not
You're impossible to impress.
That's not true. I'm actually quite easy to impress. You do the right thing. I was impressed when you gave me money. That's more
Wow.
like it. That's more like it. That's more what I want. What's it called? So now you're above Calvin in the rankings.
Cool.
For now,
Love that.
that could be changed.
Calvin,
Calvin, if you go into more debt,
Get
if
my
you go
wallet
into
out.
more debt,
Calvin, have you
Yeah.
played any video games recently?
I played a little bit of Space Marine 2 when I was looking
Awesome.
after your dog.
Hell yeah.
how
was
was
good.
it? Was it okay?
I enjoyed it.
Worth a play or?
I know, I'd give it a miss.
If fucking Calvin puts you off playing Space Marine 2 after I've partially bought it for you.
I don't know. I don't know if you recommending something to me would make me want to do it more or less. I honestly
Yeah.
don't.
I do like it, so take that as you wish.
I kind of like it more. There's something about your opinion that's pleasing to me to do, but other people's opinions, like.
Well, I like it mainly because I played one round of online, got my ass kicked, and I went, "Oh, I'm never going to bother with this."
Yeah.
So like, I just played the story on easy and
Yeah.
turned my brain off.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
That's why I liked it.
Good. There are some negative aspects of Space Marine 2, which you will
Oh,
nitpick on.
Sure,
and I
I'll
know,
find
and
it.
I am already well.
Don't spoil that fun.
Yeah.
Don't spoil that.
It's not a perfect game, but
Ooh.
I love it very dearly.
Dylan's turning on it already.
Mm.
I tell you what, this Liza P does look quite good.
It is.
It reminds me of Dishonored, but
It's yeah, but it's Bloodborne.
Dishonored's way better than
Dishonored is very good.
Sounds fine.
Ooh,
Oh,
we'll be having words.
It's fine.
That's a rip off of Dishonored. I'll just say that now. It's like a worse Dishonored because there's no blink in it. Because I
That's
can't
good.
sneak around.
It's a good move.
I can't turn into a rat. Any game that I can turn into a rat, I like more.
Have you
That's what I'll say.
played Plague Tale?
Can't turn into rats, have to dodge the rats. Different thing.
You
Not
get-
interested
you
in that.
can control rats.
Oh, I'm interested. I might. How much is that on Steam?
I might play the second Plague
Just
Tale.
give me
when I get home.
just give me a
Requiem.
second. I'll
What's it
just
called
look
then?
up what it's
Resident
called.
Evil 9?
What it is on Steam. Plague Tale.
Innocence. No. A Plague Tale.
You know what? If I refunded Space Marine, I could get both right now.
You
can't
get
I?
both.
Yeah, both.
Both. Plague Tale and Innocence, also made by French people. You play.
What's it about?
You play a girl, a French girl. Can't remember her name. And she has a little brother called Hugo. I remember Hugo's name because he's called Hugo. And you are a princess and a prince, and your royal family get killed, and the people.
Oh, like Dishonored.
Yeah, like Dishonored.
That is exactly like Dishonored.
Is it generally? Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then you're running away, and then it's during the Black Plague era of France where there's lots of rats, and you're hiding from rats and guards.
Why do they
And
look
it's
so
really good.
evil? Do you know what I mean?
They do look like evil
Rats are just
don't they?
chill little guys. I
Yeah.
saw a massive rat. My dog saw the rat, and my dog shit his pants.
Oh wow.
He realized he would not be able to take the rat if he wanted to. But
Yeah, but a lot of the gameplay is like stealthing around. Obviously, you just play a girl, so she's not very strong. She can't beat up people. It's not Space Marine 2.
Hot take there.
Yeah, and
see, that's
and-
another
and-
reason Dishonored's better. You see, because you can play as Emily,
Mm.
and she's badass.
Really
She's
yeah,
badass.
you play a little French girl and a little brother, and you have to basically stealth around and trying to get rats to attack people. It's fun. And
Can
then
you not like throw the brother at people like ice climbers? Just wobble them. Just
Wobble
headbutt-
gobble.
yeah, just wobble them. You ever think about that?
yeah, it's a good game. The first one. It's like a real double A, like cheaply made, but really really good.
I was
think you'd
interested,
like it.
but again, you've said that it's good, so
Never know that. Have you not played anything else? What else have you played?
I downloaded a private server for WoW, but you probably don't want to hear about that. So,
The age of consent. I don't know.
what are you talking about?
The servers.
You're the one who's played a confirmed nonce game,
I was looking for a
Melee.
That's fair.
You devoted a lot of time to a game where they had to have a summit to ban all the sexual predators
Did
from
have to do it.
tournaments. You know what I mean? And people
too
quit.
powerful.
People quit because it took too much time. And you're saying WoW is a sexual predator game. I mean, maybe just on numbers alone, maybe, but statistically,
Yeah,
per capita, Melee
yeah.
through the roof.
That's fair.
No, I'm gonna play Space Marine.
Hell yeah.
That's it, really. I'm gonna play Space Marine without you.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna buy Calvin a copy, and we're gonna play it together.
Gonna double team it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll have a grand old time.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
then we
I
have
just want
we
you
have to
I
do
just want you to
the
have fun. That's all.
the Xbox Classic thing where you appear offline when you don't want to play as well.
Yeah.
Just watch me.
Whenever
playing
you log
alone
on, just
Space Marine.
immediately log off. Yeah,
Oh, we all did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh.
good time. Good times.
I wanna be in the room with a person listening to this, being like, I never did that.
Yeah.
I have news for you.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, if you were the guy who never appeared offline, then you were ditched.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
You've got a birthday party to get to,
I do.
and I assume you do too.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I'm deadly serious about that challenge.
Well, wank into Sarah J. Maasberg.
I was actually a
don't-
bit disappointed when you
I
hadn't
had
done it.
already forgotten that that's what you told me to do.
Okay, I'll be sure to text you,
Yeah.
and then I'll send a screenshot of the text to Calvin, and we can get it up on the.
Yes.
There we go. Right. Well, check in next week. Tell us how it was, because I did say to stay to the end, so I assume that you stayed to the end to figure out whether this was shit or not. But tell us next week. Did you have a wank to Sarah J. Maas books? Did Dylan?
Might have a wank to a Warhammer book. I think that might be easier.
Fulgrim's getting quite.
Oh,
zesty.
really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
Fulgrim at the
Yeah.
moment. actually.
Yeah.
It's just.
Which Chaos God would you serve?
I think I would be.
Nurgle.
You would be Slaanesh, I think.
No, I'm probably Nurgle.
You give into vices too much. You don't, yeah. That's true.
I
You are
do like a
charismatic.
vice. I do.
And you are a creative,
Yeah,
which is the oft not talked about part of Slaanesh.
But you're not very hedonistic.
No, I'm trying
I
to be
think
more
you are.
hedonistic.
I think you
don't
are
think
quite
he is.
hedonistic.
I'm
aren't you?
hedonistic in my.
Is it head or heed?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Ancient Greek.
I'm off me head.
I think I'm hedonistic within my pursuits of what I do in my free time, which is as little as possible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm a lady of leisure whenever possible.
Better a pig satisfied than Socrates dissatisfied, I think. That's
Too
what
much
John
for me,
Stuart
Josh.
Mill said.
Uh,
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
never
sure.
mind. What about you? You feel like a Nurgle. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
not a Nurgle. Shut
no,
up.
I think you got corn in you.
I don't think he does.
Ooh, dark
I
rays
don't
in the
think he
eyes.
does. You've not got
Blood
the
for the blood
butcher's.
god.
You've not got the butcher's nails. I think I would be more of a corner.
Yeah,
than
you're
you, to be
you're
honest.
absolutely a corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Do you think you're a Slanesh?
Probably, yeah.